Star Wars Outlaws isn't any skywalker-flavoured Battle for the Galaxy type game. You start off as a low-level thief, 0 destinies to fulfill, just you and your space axolotl nicks stealing credits to get by and buying gear to get jobs. With the lack of lightsabers comes the parts of the Star Wars world where Jedis are less frequently seen, the criminal underworld. I'm Zoe Delahunty-Light, and Star Wars Outlaws does some unique things to make you really feel like a scumbag. And I love it, so I'm here to tell you today how Star Wars Outlaws makes you feel like a scumbag. First off, you don't always get jobs from shady characters in dodgy cantinas. I mean, yeah, most of the time you do, but if you keep an ear out for NPCs' hushed tones in the streets, you'll find some loose-lipped individuals dropping details about where they dropped credits or stashed treasure. These aren't always marked opportunities either. Right at the beginning of Star Wars Outlaws, I heard someone say that they dropped some credits in a specific alley, and sure enough, I found them.
I found 2 perfectly good converters in the alley behind the club.
You know that's 6th kin territory.
Yeah, well, they chased me out of there. Dropped my credit clip, too. I have to get it later. Gotta give them a chance to cool off first.
No button prompt appeared, it didn't get noted in my journal, although I will say I haven't had an interaction like that since. I'm hoping it's not just a one-off. Betting on races isn't usually a scummy thing to do, but betting on a fixed race? That's scummy. And with the amount of credits I got from doing it, I loved it. During a mission where I had to sneak into a rival faction's turf, I read a datapad from one insider to another that said the youngest Fathier would win the next race. So I went and bet all of my credits on the youngest beast and, wouldn't you know it, I walked away with a win. Was it a little bit irresponsible to put all of my credits on one datapad? Yes, but I have not learned my lesson. Just like before, this wasn't something that was marked on my map. I had to remember it myself. I mean, I doubt you'd want to write something like that down anyway, lest someone looking to get a leg up finds it and throws you at the mercy of a criminal overlord. I was feeling more charitable that day, let's say. My favourite thing about Star Wars Outlaws is that you have to manage your reputation with the 3 main criminal underground factions: Crimson Dawn, the Pike Syndicate, and the Hutt Cartel. If you do a lot of jobs that target only one faction, they're gonna grow to despise you, so much that they'll send kill squads after you. Alternately, if you do a lot of jobs that benefit one faction, they are gonna let you take whatever you want from their districts, get access to their contract brokers, their merchants give you huge discounts, and you get faction-specific ability-enhancing clothing. Now, does this make you feel like a scumbag? The rewards don't, but sneaking around the district of a faction that hates your guts does. Getting your adorable space axolotl nicks to distract guards or grab things for you also feels dastardly, but gives me plausible deniability too, so I'll allow it. It's only possible to steal from stormtroopers and Imperial officers, not from ordinary people going about their business in markets or cantinas. This isn't scumbag behaviour at all, quite the opposite. I just wanted to mention it because screw the Galactic Empire. If Imperials see you committing crimes, you'll become wanted, with more crimes equaling more wanted levels. Get rid of it by, yes, staying out of sight, or the slightly spicier option, bribing a corrupt officer.
So, I saw that you're running a little side business.
No point trying to hide it. If you find yourself in trouble with the Empire, a few credits can make all your problems disappear.
Huh, thanks for the tip.
Now, that's scumbag behaviour, but in this situation, it's called that because you're interacting with actual, serious scumbags, so yeah. Abilities in Star Wars Outlaws come to you not through a branched skill tree or some kind of nebulous ability star system, but through scumbag adjacent experts who you have to make contact with to unlock their teachings. For example, Balm is met within the first 5 minutes of the game and teaches charisma and merchant-related skills. Then you have 2 others who centre around improving your speeder and hacking into things. To unlock these skills, you have to fulfill unlock conditions, such as finding the right materials or doing tasks like spending enough money at vendors, a refreshing change from skill points and level ups. The feeling of having a network of contacts is peak Criminal Underground. Side note, one of the skills Bram teaches is called Fast Talk, where you go all Han Solo and baffle enemies with some smooth talking when you're spotted sneaking around, giving you a couple of extra seconds to react, the roguishness of which I personally adore. Finally, in true scumbag fashion, I say that affectionately, you can't rely on having superior firepower, as you really shouldn't be engaging in a ton of gunfighting in Star Wars Outlaws. Not the way I play it, anyway. It's inadvisable to take on stormtroopers face first, as they not only have superior firepower to your blaster, but are also fond of ramming you on their speeders. Sneaking around enemies is the only way to infiltrate some areas. When the best laid plans fall apart, as they sometimes do because you're an expendable scumbag, not a Skywalker, Kay can use her adrenaline rush ability, which is eerily similar to Arthur Morgan's Jedi. More Han Solo blaster finesse space cowboy energy, though. And that is how Star Wars Outlaws makes you feel like an utter scumbag, in an endearing kind of way. Have you played Star Wars Outlaws, or are you gonna pick it up? Let me know in the comments below. I wasn't quite sure what to expect from it, but I really like it, even if I am finding it hard to find one pair of trousers I actually like. If you benefited in some small way from this video, then feel free to subscribe to Eurogamer and drop a like on this video too, why not? And thanks so much for choosing to spend your time with me, fellow scumbag. Now, I am going to go and try to unlock some extra outfits for Nyx, because there's this flower crown that the 2014 Tumblr girl in me is craving, so I'll see you lot next time.
I hope this was worth it.